Hey everybody, I will be starting very soon. Hey, congrats, Dark Paranormal Hunter. Alrighty everybody, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much everybody for joining. Just trying to get everything figured out. Sometimes the scenes don't switch over all that well from transition to transition. Hey, thank you so much, Brian's Paranormal. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody's having a good evening so far. Let's see where we're at. We are at, I don't know why it's at 39 CPU, but that's okay. We'll just have to deal with what we got to deal with. Alrighty. Hey, Cryptid559. What is going on? How's everybody doing? Good to see you. Alright, let's see. We have the sharpshooter in the house. We have Jojo Walker Unplugged, hashtag Nation of Domination in the house. We have Brian's Paranormal, hashtag Nation of Domination. Thank you so much for joining. We have Cryptid559. We have let's see, Jack712. Thank you so much for coming by. Kells Fam. We have Tina Stewart, Paranormal Nikki, Dark Paranormal Hunter, Lee and Ladybug, 8-Bit Reactor. So welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope everybody's having a great night so far. Hey, we have Kristen Lee Awkward. Thank you so much for coming by. Forgotten Shadows. I only do YouTube. Forgotten Shadows. Yeah, I only do YouTube. I haven't really considered switching over to Twitch. Maybe a consideration in the future. Hey, Cynthia Downs, what is going on? Thank you so much for coming by. Hey, Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fam, the Haunted Explorers, how's it going? Thank you guys so much for coming by. I really appreciate all the support. Much love and light, fam. It looks like the chat box is working on the screen, so I'm happy about that. It looks like everything's fitting correctly. Looks like everything's running efficiently, as if I can see right now. So far, no problems. We have Ghost Mafia in the house. I need to give you back your wrench. There we go. Uh-oh. Random hand keeps rubbing my bum. Ooh. Is that random hand, Brian, I hope? Okay, let's keep the chat not from going super weird. But thank you for that addition. It got me to crack up tonight, so thank you for that. There's a slight little delay right now on my side. I don't know why. I don't see any of the frames dropping at the very moment, but everything's working so far so good. Hey, Center Stars channel's in the house. Thank you so much. Oh, Brian's not home. Oh, shoot. That's not good. Ghost rub bum. Yeah, that's not good. If a ghost is rubbing your bum, I'd be kind of concerned about that. You might want to consult your doctor. No, just oh my gosh. Lurkin, eating my dinner. Awesome. So cool. That is so funny. My mind is now on like a one track with that whole ghost rub bum thing. Anyway, that's pretty funny. That's cool. Kim Fitzgerald having dinner. Awesome. Good to know. Thank you, JoJo, for clarifying that in the chat. That's really good news. So I'm going to get started here. How's everybody's night going so far? We have 20 people in the house. Thank you so much for joining. Awesome group of people here in the chat. Lots of great people here to support. If you haven't grabbed these people in the chat, please grab their channels. A lot of great content creators here in the chat. A lot of great... Did you know Dad is gay for pay? What? Oh gosh. No, I did not know that, and nor do I want to know that. Okay. Good to know that. Wonder how his wife feels about that. Oh well. That, I guess, to each his own. If he wants to do that, that's his deal. Cryptid559 with a thumbs up. I'm doing good, Haunted Explorers Murad. I'm doing good. Just trying to get amped here for this awesome show. Seems like everything's running smoothly and efficiently, so that's a plus. So I'm pretty happy about that. I got the screen fitted to 1080p, which is good. So it's super duper clear for the dimensions and everything. The new chat blocks are going up the screen on the left hand side, so that's all working. I got the banner going across. I was kind of worried how much CPU this would be running. Yes, I miss you guys. Of course, JoJo, Brian's Paranormal, Ghost Mafia. Of course, I miss you guys. Shantae is in the house. What is up, Shantae? Lunatic? Is Lunatic Dad here? But anyway, so some really exciting stuff. We are, as in Presence of the Unknown, are going to the Omen House in 2 weeks. Okay, so not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. If you don't know what the Omen House is, it is the house right next door to where the Manson murders happened on 10050 Saleo Drive in Beverly Hills, California, where Sharon Tate was murdered by the Manson clan. So we are headed there next Saturday to do that investigation. That house is supposed to be wildly paranormal. It's going to be freaking insane. Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, okay. Sweet. Then the following month, which is going to be the 23rd of February, we are going to the Queen Mary. Woo! I wish I had that thing Ghost Mafia has with the clap, but I'll eventually probably get one of those setups. But yeah, we are going to the Queen Mary. Yeah, it's going to be nuts. David Omen's house is going to be nuts. Then we're going to the Queen Mary on the 23rd. I'm going to meet up with the Haunted Explorers, among a few other paranormal groups, at the Queen Mary. And big news is that the Haunted Explorers is also going to go with us to the Omen house. So that's pretty cool. Oh, okay. So it's like saying Beetlejuice, basically, but Lunatic Dad. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good to know that. Lunatic Dad, Lunatic Dad, Lunatic Dad. No, just he probably will show up now. Yeah, so we're really excited about those investigations. It's going to be pretty wild. A lot of crazy stuff at both of those locations. Possibly sometime here in maybe March, April. We're also, or sometime in the first quarter of the year, I plan to go with Murad and the Presence of the Unknown crew to Tombstone, Arizona. Holy smokes, we got Lunatic Dad in the house. Are you serious? Wow, that's awesome. Lunatic Dad, I needed to give you back your wrench anyway. So thank you so much, Lunatic Dad, for making an appearance. I really appreciate it. Apparently, if you say his name 3 times in your chat, he does pop up. So that's kind of creepy, but awesome. So really appreciate that, Lunatic Dad. It's good to see you. I think you're sexy, John. Oh, God. Here we go. What's going on, Atlantis Paranormal? We have K-Dog in the house. So we are going to a multitude of different creepy locations. I really hope to get to Tombstone this year. That place is going to be pretty freaking wild. Can't wait for the Queen Mary. That place is going to be insane. And same with the Omen House. And that place is going to be pretty nuts. Just because of the history of that location. Just being 40 yards away from where Sharon Tate was murdered by Tex Watson and the rest of the Manson family. The pole actually still exists where he climbed up and disabled the power lines to the house before they entered and massacred everybody, basically. So that's going to be pretty wild. So I hope to get a ton of footage. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to live stream from that location, but I will be able to film everything. So it's going to be super freaking epic. James, better than a bot, Jojo. Hey, Paranormal Fan 11, what is going on? Thank you so much for coming by. How long before you make it there? It's not going to be this Saturday. It's going to be next Saturday. That's going to be freaking amazing. If anybody didn't see, I just did the artwork for the Sharpshooters channel. So now he's got a banner, which is really cool. It looks super, super awesome. So go check it out. I spent like an hour and a half doing it this morning. So, but it looks super, super good. So go check out his new banner. Tara the Sharpshooter Cope, what is going on? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. So many great people. We have 23 people in the house. I couldn't have asked for a better group of people to come into the chat tonight. Thank you so much. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I love the artwork. It just turned out and placed together really, really good. So I was really happy about that. And if anybody deserves some great artwork, it's James the Sharpshooter. Okay, thank you so much, Jojo. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sharing this out. Much love. Seriously, thank you guys. And thank you to everybody who has shared this out and tweeted this out. She Rocks is in the house. Thank you so much for coming by. Much appreciated. Okay, no problem. Brian's Paranormal, #Nations13. Thank you so much. Awesome. I'm so glad you guys love James' new banner. He deserved a new banner for all the help he did. He donated he donated $400 to this Queen Mary investigation and to the Omen House. So he is what is making these investigations possible right now. If we didn't have the funding from people like you who supported us, hands down, we have raised over $500 for this first year's investigations. We're going to be actually able to do that stuff now. So that's going to be super duper cool. Awesome. Yeah, Jojo, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Will B is in the house. How's it going? Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you, Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fan, for tweeting this out. I really appreciate it. Much love and light. Alrighty, see here. Oh, cool. So Brian's Paranormal shared this out. That's awesome sauce. We have 28 likes already in the house. That's a good sign. Awesome. Alrighty. And I'm just kind of looking at the chat, talking to you guys for a little bit before I get started with the scary stories. Seems like everything's running efficiently with the banner. I don't see a lag at this time. I see everything working in unison. Good news with that. Yeah, the banner turned out way cool, man. I'm really happy that we got it adjusted so it fit perfectly with one another. The banner just looks absolutely amazing, James. He has helped so much. That was the least thing I could do for him, was to create some channel art for his YouTube channel. So James, you're awesome, dude. Let's see here. Hey, Native Grammy's in the house. What is going on? Thank you so much for coming by. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Native Grammy. She tweeted this out and shared it out on Facebook. That's huge. Thank you. Oh, no problem, Sharpshooter. I think it looks freaking epic and it matches your channel perfectly. It looks super duper professional, brother. Oh, thank you, Haunted Explorers. What? Who did this? No. Who sent this? And why? No. Sharpshooter. What? Dude, are you serious, man? Sharpshooter, you really did not need to send that donation. Seriously, dude, thank you so much. Holy shit. Guys, Sharpshooter just sent $100. Oh my god. Wow. Sharpshooter with the $100 donation to PayPal. Holy smokes. Oh my god, guys. Thank you so much, James. Wow. Dude, it literally took me an hour and a half. I was going to offer it for free, man. Seriously, thank you. Oh my god, dude. $100 donation? Are you serious, man? Wow. Oh, that's right. I have to twerk. Oh, James. Come on, man. Holy shit. Hey, Savage Zero, what is going on? Yeah, I know. Now it's twerk time. Damn it. Oh, he just wants to see me twerk. Okay, guys. Now I'm at a loss here. I didn't think it was going to be this early. If at all. Oh, gosh. That is freaking crazy, dude. H-top music. Lord. Okay, I'm gonna do this quickly. So H-top, I have defiled this song about, I don't know, about 200 times now, I think, with my twerking, but I am going to twerk. It is part of the rules here. If a $100 donation or 100 likes on this stream gets me to twerk live here on HSFL Paranormal. So you guys know the rules. There's your $100 worth, James. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That's your $100. So there it is, your $100 worth, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. James with the $100 donation to the live stream. That was a special one for you. Yes, Savage Zero, I'm so sorry you had to see that. Will be, I do apologize. Hey, I live up to the reputation, guys. $100 donation or 100 likes gets me to twerk. Now you make sure you smash that like button too, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I took a lot of energy out of me. Oh my god, that was so much fun. Yeah, I am crazy. I love to have fun with you guys, and I live it up. Living the dream here on HSFL Paranormal. Yes, no, that's 50 Shades of Paranormal right there. I didn't say twerk. Well, you donated the $100, bro. That was huge. Man, I so appreciate that. Seriously, man. Thank you so much. You don't even know. Like how much that means to me, bro, that you helped me out. Another $100 donation. Seriously, you really didn't need to send that to me, but I really appreciate you supporting the channel. My eyes are bleeding. I saw that. Oh my gosh. I have to wax my nip knobs on a live stream, so I feel it. Oh, Savage Zero, that sucks. But yes, that was a lot of fun. Oh, Haunted Explorers, that was your first time, huh? You finally got to catch it live. Well, I really appreciate it. We have almost 30 people that had to witness that, so I'm sorry. Oh my god. Baby, you did really good. The way you... Oh my god. No, dude, this is going right back to our investigations, James. The money people donate goes to funding our investigations. If we get 100 likes on this live stream, I will twerk again. Cause that would be freaking epic. We're already at 30 likes, so 70 more gets me to twerk live, guys. Chugs Pepto-Bismol. Oh yeah, my stomach was pretty upset about that one too. Yeah, I can't wait for that investigation. That's gonna be insane. The Queen Mary's gonna be so cool. Hey Jessica R, how are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Dude, you rock, James. I'm so glad you like your banner, dude. Seriously. Is M's dad live? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But 25 people in the house is really awesome. I do appreciate it, guys. We're 20 minutes into the live stream. We already have 30 plus likes. I do appreciate it. If anybody's new and hasn't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing that. Your name will light up in bright lights. Same with super chats. If you super chat, it will go in bright lights on the screen and say how much money and your message right there across the screen, like big time. So I really do appreciate any donations that go to the channel. It goes right back to putting it into content and equipment and all that good stuff. Hey, Angel Muniz, hashtag Nation of Domination. What is going on, brother? Good to see you. Yeah. So if you get 70, you have to take off your shirt and really give us a dance. Hey, 100 likes and $100. I'll take off my shirt and dance for you guys. I don't care. Done it before. It's not something completely out of the ordinary on HSFL Paranormal. I think for $300 one time I got down to my underwear, but maybe I should keep that quiet. Oh, thank you so much, Scavenger Zero. I really appreciate it, man. Yeah, guys, please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. This channel's a lot of fun. It's a great way to meet new people. A lot of awesome people. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I think I do have an admirer. And if N's dead here, it would be within minutes. Yeah, I agree. Hey, Cassandra's Life and Albert Crazy. What's going on? Thank you so much for joining. Hey, yeah, I'm a good sport, guys. I am a pretty good sport. Oh man, yeah, it's pretty brutal. Awesome, thank you so much, Wilby. I do not like to twerk in my free time. Only time I've ever twerked is on live streams. It's unedited, uncut, and completely just not rehearsed at all. Warn me before you take your clothes off. I gotta watch Matic. Oh my god. Oh, not mine, but maybe on my buddies. Oh, gotcha. Um, we probably won't be staying the night on the Queen Mary just because it's really, really expensive. But we will be staying there as long as we humanly can on the ship. Yeah, I have a couple admirers. Kim's one of them. Oh my gosh. She knows she loves me. But you guys rock, seriously. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to help support my channel. 26 people in the house, all great channels here. Seriously, go check one another out. Just don't ask for subs on the stream. Oh my god, he's a real stripper and he got we got a small live one here, people. Oh my god. How many screenshots were taken during John's twerking? I don't know. Well, if you missed it, you can go and rewind it. Just you might want to consult your doctor beforehand. Paranormal fam. Yep, proud of it, she says. She knows. Paranormal fan 1-1. Good to see ya. So I got the K2 meter out tonight. Woo! And then I got the scary stories going to be rolling in here soon. Yeah, you never know what's going to happen on this stream, guys. Anything is possible. Ray the fam just missed out on the crazy twerking. John comes on and we all get excited for his live notifications. Yeah, because you never know what's going to happen. Your eyes might start bleeding. You might spontaneously feel like you're going crazy from the sight of me twerking. Hey, Johnny Cook Jr.'s in the house. Hey, what's going on? Adventures with a Stranger. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. Awesome. 28 people in the house. Looks good. Thank you so much, everybody. We got the live chat going on the side of the screen, so it looks all professional, all good. Everything's running properly. I am happy how the stream is turning out. James the Sharpshooter with the $100 PayPal donation. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you missed it. Adventures with the Stranger. You can always go back and watch it. Oh, cool. Riley Fitchfield Food Reviews is only 27 away from 1K. That is awesome. Congrats on that. You're my favorite overnight stream, being on the East Coast. Awesome, K-Dog. I'm so happy. My meter just went off? Uh-oh. Wonder what's going on. Man, I don't even feel a presence anywhere near me. That's kind of strange. I'm sure I will as the night goes on. There's a spirit that always likes to hang around me, especially during these stories and when I'm sitting here doing these live streams. She's not harmful. She just gets excited and kind of feel bad for her sometimes. She was the lady who died in my house, and she's just a run-of-the-mill spirit that likes to just hang around. She doesn't leave. Oh, right as I mentioned it. Huh. Janet, if you're here with me, can you touch that meter again and let us know you're here? One blank for yes, two blanks for no. Very responsive usually. That meter hasn't gone off at all tonight, so I'm surprised it went off. Hey, City Girl Country Heart. Hey, Creators Alliance. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by, Joker. I really appreciate it. Wow, almost 30 people in the house, guys. That's awesome. So happy that everybody's... Oh, there goes a meter. That was one flash. Janet, is that you? If so, can you touch that meter again? Now I'm feeling some kind of a presence nearby. Wonder if that's her. Yeah, she is lonely. She likes to hang around. I think she does feel pretty lonely around here, but she actively makes my meter go off all the time. I can put it anywhere in the house and she always sets it off. There's no technology anywhere near this thing that could be affecting it. The camera's far away, and I know the camera doesn't set this off. My computer's too far away for it to react. The Wi-Fi is too far away for it to react, like way far away. So I don't know what's making the meter go off other than her. I mean, my mom's here, but she's asleep. So just my house is haunted. It's always been that way. Let's see here. City Girl Country Heart. Yes, you did miss me twerking because James sent me $100 PayPal donation, which was cray cray. So I will transfer that over to the fund. Is anybody else here in this house with me other than Janet? If so, can you touch this meter? If this is somebody other than Janet, blank once for yes, 2 for no. Hey, Raider Nation Sam, what is going on? Long time no see. How you doing, buddy? Thank you so much for coming by. $63 more likes and I'll do it again. That's awesome. I don't freak out with her because she's not an evil spirit. She's just very lonely, and she died of a heart attack. Oh, there we go. So you're lonely, Janet? Can you confirm with me one more time? But yeah, so yep, meter's going off. That's strange. But yeah, I don't freak out anymore. Like, it used to like be concerning. There used to be a lot more evil or nasty spirit that used to live here. And yeah, that was not fun. I was having my meter like spike to red, and then I was hearing like demonic voices in my house. I was getting scratched. Like, that's when I lost my shit. That was not fun to deal with. A lot of you who have been with me from the beginning had to deal with that, and it was pretty nasty. Of course, man, you become one of my favorite late night streams. I don't miss your stream. When I get the chance to bust your chops about your bad twerking. Awesome, man. I'm so glad to hear that. I was in the hospital Sunday. I was having sharp pain on my left side. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. That wasn't... Did you have, like, some... Oh, it was your gallbladder. I was going to say appendicitis, but I think that's your right side. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I hope you're doing better. Did they remove your gallbladder? Good. Some of us... I'm not sure what notification that was. I got a sound. Oh, it was a new subscriber. Awesome. Sure, I'll see here in a second who that was. Oh, Scavenger Zero subscribed. Thank you so much. I don't know why, for some reason, the alert box didn't come up. So, I'm sorry about that. It usually, like, shows your name pretty... Oh, it's because it was too small to see. Okay, so now it's up. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I thought I had it big enough where it was going to do that. So I apologize about that. But thank you for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. That means a lot to me. 30 people in the house. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I ended up having to call a priest because the place was so messed up. I was waking up, I had blood in my pillow from my hand. I had like claw marks in my knuckle that ran down to like towards the bottom of my hand. I mean, it was pretty nasty. And then I was waking up with like scratches across my throat, my wrists, and then I was hearing voices in my house. Never heard voices my whole life. And these were as clear as day, like I'm talking to you. And they were like full of hate, anger, and upsetness. I mean, it was nasty. Somebody's playing with the subscribe button, but that is cool. Let's see here. Usually when people mess with the subscribe button, it switches it to... I'm not sure. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I can't definitively tell you why, but it doesn't do it sometimes. Did anyone think you were calling yourself and dismiss you? No, nobody could explain it. It was truly awful and truly weird. Oh, but this was right after the murder house investigation. When Joe and I and Cynthia had gotten into the car after that investigation, the whole car smelled like sulfur or like rotten egg. And I realized we screwed up at some point spiritually. And it was because I was doing a spirit box with what I thought was a child spirit. But I think it ended up being a demonic. It could have been just a really, really evil spirit, but in my perspective, this thing looked inhuman from the pictures that people were sending me in my live streams. It did not look like a human face. Yeah. Oh, Christy York, you grew up with the poltergeist. Wow. Yeah, I started having poltergeist activity in my house. Stuff started flying off the shelves and like off the refrigerator. TV was turning on by itself. It was pretty wild. But yeah, so now it's just the energy that was already here before that whole exorcism of my house. Hey, Aerial Views and Histories UK, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Christy York, have you subscribed to my channel? Have you ever been here before? If not, welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. Did you pray before going in? Going in, yeah, we prayed before, during, and after. That didn't stop what was there. But yeah, that house was pretty messed up. I feel like some kind of energy around here somewhere. Kind of feels like off in the distance. Yeah, happy birthday, Creators Alliance. That's huge. Hope you had a good one. Watched you 2 days ago. Subscribed immediately following. I watched all the time from here on out. Wow, thank you so much, Chrissy York. I really appreciate that. I'm so glad that you like the channel. I had to get help to clear this house. I actually saged this house and put holy water around the whole perimeter, put holy items in my room in protection with the blessed cross. I mean, there was a lot of stuff I had to do, but eventually it just got so bad I called a priest from the local church and had him come in and do the house exorcism. And even he was like, what is in your house is not good. I was like, okay, when you hear that from a priest who's been doing this for a long time, and he was the only priest in the area that had some kind of experience with this, and he said that was not a good thing that was in my house. So yeah, it was pretty much no joke. Yeah, I'm doing okay now. The only energy that I really feel here is of Janet, who is the remnant energy of this house. And she's just the resident spirit that comes in and out and will once in a while present herself, even either through EVP or through uh, the EMF reader. She'll let us know when she's here. She'll spike it most of the time to yellow or sometimes red, or sometimes if she's a little further away, it'll just kind of flicker to green back and forth. But yeah, she's not terrible. But the poltergeist scared us. Wow, that's crazy, Christina York. I'd like to possibly talk to you about that. So I'm gonna go live tomorrow for my call-in show, and maybe we can talk about that more. Same time as tonight. So that's super cool. All right, Kels fam, thank you so much for coming by, and thank you, Jessica, for coming by. I really appreciate it. Take care. Okay, no problem. Jessica R. I hope I didn't say anything. I like it, but I hate your house. Yeah, the house is not as bad as it used to be. The house is a lot calmer, a lot more peaceful than it used to be. There's still some weird stuff that happens here, but a lot of it, some of it I've been able to debunk. Some of it I still haven't. Like the creature that seemed to be under my house, and no matter how deep into the crawl space I went under, I could not find anything there. And it was scratching at the floors for about 3 weeks and then just disappeared. And no, I think my guess is it was probably a big rat that had snuck under the house. But every time I looked, I could not find that thing. It would keep me up until like 3, 4 in the morning at times. Okay, no problem, Kels fam. Have a great rest of your night. Take care. Thank you so much for coming by. Told you last time you shouldn't twerk when I'm driving. At least. Oh. No problem. Awesome. 27 people still watching, guys. If you haven't already, please make sure you smash that like button. Share this out. And if you do share this, please put in at HSFL, all one word, on Twitter. And same on Facebook. And that way I can see when you send out the stream through your channel, and then I can connect with you guys. I do have a Facebook page, I do have a Twitter page, Instagram, the whole 9 yards. So let's see. You can try to debunk it all you want. I can't figure out the reason. More than likely it was paranormal if you know your house is haunted. Yeah, exactly. As in sleep paralysis, I'm never really dived into it. But I usually sleep pretty good. I've never really had issues with sleeping, except for when that evil spirit was in my house. I almost didn't sleep for like almost a month. It was bad. I almost felt like I was going insane. City girl, country heart. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys are enjoying the live stream so far. Oh, thank you so much, Tina Stewart. I really appreciate that. Let's see here. Super cool. Awesome. That was awesome, City Girl. City Girl Country Heart with the win. That's so funny. Awesome. Thank you so much, K-Dog. I really appreciate it, man. I am getting so close to 2K, guys. It's so crazy. I had never thought I was going to make it this far. It's so insane how much support you guys have shown. There we go. It's on it. But then when things start happening, they swear up and down the person is there. Why? I have no idea. Did this happen to you? Oh, sorry. Did any of this happen? Yes. So you can actually go. There's some links to some of the activity that happened in my house. The most cunning, most baffling one was when my blinds were getting pulled down on After Dark number 4. That was pretty wild. But it was the screenshots of what people would share with me from live streams that I didn't even capture with my naked eye. It was like this demonic face. I can't show the picture because my priest told me not to show it. In fact, of it reinfesting itself. He said just bury that photo in a secret file and don't open it because it is so evil. He told me not to show it. Some people had seen it when I posted it on Facebook when it was all going down. It is still available there on Facebook to go check out, along with like the claw marks in my hand and all that stuff. It was pretty concerning, guys. Hey, Sherry and Ricky's vlog, what is going on? Yeah, thank you so much, K-Dog. I really appreciate it. I keep hearing furniture move and water being turned on, but nothing was different. No matter how fast we went into the kitchen or the bathroom, the lights flickered on, burnt out. Finally, wow, Shantae, that is crazy. This was happening in between. When was that? I want to say it was August, September, and a little bit in. No, yeah, it was August and September. It was like after the murder house investigation, during and after the Green Hotel investigation. You guys can check them all out on, I have them linked in my playlist. You guys can go watch those videos. It's creepy. All the EVPs, and then Cynthia got scratched on that one video. Cynthia is our other teammate. Yeah, you don't want to see the photos. Like, it was pretty nasty. Just that face was just so freaking demonic. I mean, it was unhuman. Like, the glowing red eyes and the whole 9 yards. It was just all bad. I just felt like this huge burst of energy in the house. It's probably her. Janet, is that you? Yep, there she is. Yep, Janet's around here. Thank you for letting me know, Janet. I really appreciate it. So you came in contact with it and it attached to you. It more attached to me and then attached to my house and made my life a living hell for about a month. Hey, Jelly Duck 100, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. Let's see here. Scavenger Zero has subscribed to your YouTube channel. Awesome. I'll definitely go check out your channel, Scavenger. But yeah, so that was pretty wild. So I am going to get to the scary ghost stories in about 10 minutes. I kind of just wanted to keep up with you. The reason I kind of brought that whole thing up is because I was talking to this paranormal investigator that I had never met before, and she was kind of interested in my story, and she wanted to have more concrete evidence, I guess. They have a decent sized YouTube channel, and so I think they're from the East Coast and also from the UK. I think they kind of have like a multi-international paranormal team. But yeah, it was pretty wild. I think I would have went insane if I went. Yeah, I almost did, man. Trust me, I felt crazy. Like, I had to take like 1 week off of YouTube just because of all the stress from it, not being able to sleep. It was pretty wild. Good night, Scavenger. Have a good night. I hope I'm not scaring people off with that story. I'm not telling it to like be fictitious. That really happened to me, and I really hope nobody's getting too freaked out from it. But actually, Janet, the spirit that's in my house, I didn't sense her for about 2.5 weeks while this whole thing was going on. I think she was even scared of this thing going around. And like, she's usually like the resident. I mean, her energy is very intense at times, and I can feel when she's around. But she was not there like that whole time that the whole situation was going on. Good night, Shantae. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Take care. Hey, Shoe Nice Officials Classic Uploads by Jeff C. Wow, what a YouTube channel name. Are you new to the channel? I don't have a classic ad. No, I'm sorry about that. I've been through demonic stuff years ago. Huh. Yeah, hey, Jeff C., if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope you consider doing so. I hope you like the channel. I really appreciate you coming by. New fan and can't wait to hear from more. Awesome. Thank you, Christy York, for the $5 super chat. Wow, thank you. I really appreciate that. That was so nice of you. Wow, you guys rock. You guys are awesome, fam. Seriously. We have almost 30 people in the house this late at night. That's pretty awesome. Google ad. Oh, you do Google ads? I don't have a Google ad, I don't think, for this. I mean, maybe it's linked. Maybe it's possible that this is linked because YouTube and Google have a thing and maybe it popped up. I don't know. But I don't think I have an ad unless YouTube's recommending this stream, which they've said they've done before. So that would be really cool if YouTube's doing that. So welcome, Shoe Nice Official Classic Uploads by Jeff C. If you haven't considered subscribing, please consider doing so. I'm on my road to 2,000 subscribers here on YouTube. Which is really cool. So any support I can get, guys, with likes and support, I'd love to have you guys do that because that would mean the world to me if I could get to 2K. I'm hoping to do it by the end of the month, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. It's been kind of a slow go around 1,900, but you know, it's okay. I'm not in a race, so I'm already monetized within 6 months. So I was very happy about that. Awesome. YouTube recommended my stream. Awesome. Thank you so much. I will be live on the Queen Mary, but I will not be live at the Omen house. David Omen forbids anybody from going live at his house. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to go live at the Omen house. So that kind of sucks. So... oh, thank you for that, Kim Fitzgerald Rock fam. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'll show you guys some of my equipment real quick. I'll be right back. Whoop. Hey, Shoe Nights Official Classic Uploads by Jeff C. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Let's see. So... strangely enough, I can't find the actual camera portion, but this is actually a 4K. Well, I have the 4K camera. It's somewhere buried in there. But this is a 4K multi-spectrum IR night vision camera system. So basically, you can see that those lights are actually the IR. You can't actually see these with your naked eye. It doesn't affect your eyes. But you can see them with special lenses. And apparently this lens for the live streaming camera does pick it up, which is kind of cool. Because it kind of shows you. It makes your video kind of pinkish. But it does give you full night vision capability. The other one is a full spectrum LED it's actually a multi-spectrum LED, which is very bright, and it allows you to cover more areas and catch things that you might not be able to see with your naked eye. So that it's a really, really cool system. This was about $250 for the full rig, and it comes with the 4K night vision GoPro shooting. So that's my favorite tool. But my best tool that I have ever had has to be probably my own sense of awareness and ability to be able to see things, and I often trust that before anything else. Smoking bowls and crushing trolls and saving souls. Thank you. Awesome. Hey, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it, man. All right. I like that saying. That's awesome. My last video got 7.7 thousand views and 100. Wow. That's awesome, She Rocks. I'd be lucky to get 7.7K on a view, but I mostly live stream, so I don't do too many pre-recorded videos. But this is awesome. So many great channels here. Sherry and Ricky's Vlogs, Christina York, we have Cynthia Downs, Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fam. Love Wins is in the house. Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for dropping by. She Rocks. Paranormal Fan 11, Creators Alliance, Joker, thank you so much for coming by. The Sharpshooter, as always, thank you so much. With the $100 donation tonight on PayPal, much love, brother. I really, really appreciate it. Cuddly Kathy, I think I said Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fam, but if not, Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fam truly is an amazing fam. Great supporter. And just a really good friend from Australia. Good day, mate. Who else? Sorry, bad joke. But she knows she loves me, so it's okay. TCTV is in the house, always putting awesome things in the chat to say, hey, come on, people, let's share this out on social media, on Twitter and Facebook, and also to smash that like button. So I appreciate that. We have Will B. and Christina York with the $5 super chat. So that was pretty awesome. And if you guys care to donate to the stream, you can do it one of a few ways. You can donate right on stream with the super chat. It does go help to provide us with some investigations. Another way you can do it is through PayPal, and the other way is buying some merchandise, and that allows me to give back to you guys. So you're doing awesome, brother. Thank you. Oh, dude, James, you have done so much more for me than I ever could do for you, brother. I love that you're happy with your banner. Looks great, dude, and it totally fits your channel. So, dude, you so deserve that. I'm surprised nobody made a banner for you before, but I'm happy it's my honor to have done it for you. Yes. Let's see. Okay, let's check here. Guys, we are at 40 likes already. That's awesome. Thank you guys for the 40 likes. Big round of applause to you guys. Awesome sauce. Much love to you guys. So let's get ahead with the scary stories. Some of them are really, really good. Some of them are like, eh. But I'll try to find the best stories for you guys. So just bear with me. And I hope you enjoy. Alright. The spirits in my house often like the ghost stories, and they will react on the K2 meter. So just keep aware of that. Let's see. Oh, yep. See, they're already going off. What the heck is sensing that off? Okay, this is not plugged in, so it's definitely not these headphones. It's not this, because this is not even electronic. It's just a clip. My phone is way over here. My camera's way over there. My computer's way over there. So there should be nothing sensing this off. That was kind of strange. That was some big bleeps. So maybe they were just in agreement that they liked the stories. Let's see. Is anybody else? Awesome. Thank you, Wilby. That's awesome. Oh, I appreciate it. Aerial Views in UK. Or Histories UK. Really appreciate it, man. Maybe they want you to twerk. Oh, no. I know they don't. Alright. Let's get back to finding the scary ghost stories. Here we go. Alrighty, guys. So let's see. I'm trying to find a good one here that's not super duper long. Try to keep your guys' attention. Okay, so this one's called The Talking Doll. Oh, somebody just joined on. Who is this? Donna Peanuts Gallery. Hey, how's it going? We have Kate O'Connor, the fam, 37F. Thank you so much for coming by. Much appreciated. Ha ha ha. That's so funny. Good to see you, everybody. Thank you so much. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. You will not be disappointed. I totally will tell you that straight up. You guys will not be upset about subscribing to this channel. I'm just like lost for words. There's been so many amazing people here in the chat. Plus, I'm like focused on my mind trying to find a good story for you. So yeah, I hate dolls. So that. Yeah, I know. One doll story, and then I promise I will try to stay away from the dolls, okay? Okay. So how's the stream going so far? Volume and everything working good? Can you see everything clearly? Everything's working perfectly? Just want to let you know. I just want to ask you guys to make sure everything's working in unison. If you're happy with the stream so far, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, no problem, K-Dog. All good. Okay. Sweet. Awesome stream. Thank you so much. Thank you, K-Dog. Hey, Monty P. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. You are an amazing person, James. Don't tell yourself any different. Love this channel, great people, and a great host. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Awesome, guys. I'm so glad you guys are liking it so far, so everything looks good. Hey, Redman Paranormal, what is up? Thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate it, man. All right, 24 people in the chat. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So let's get to the scary stories. Alright, so this one's called The Talking Doll. There was an old couple who had hired a new maid to help them around the house. The wife had a huge doll collection, and the maid was expected to dust them once a week. So once a week, the maid walked into the room where the dolls were stored and looked at them with disgust. She hated the dolls. While she was dusting, she came across a particularly strange doll. It was a talking doll, and it had a cord in the back. The maid was interested, and she pulled the cord. The doll said, "Hello?" The maid pulled the cord again. "I love my mama," said the doll. The maid put the doll back and continued cleaning. A few weeks later, while dusting the dolls, the maid accidentally knocked over the doll. It shattered as soon as it hit the ground. The old woman heard the sound and went to investigate. She looked very sad. A very sad look came across her face. The maid saw this quickly and said, "I'm sorry. I did not mean to break her. I won't do it again." The old woman looked down at her and looked at the broken doll and told the maid that she could only keep her job if she promised to be extra careful around the dolls. The next day, the old couple left, and the maid was alone while they went out to run some errands. The maid was in a bad mood. She neglected to do her job. While she was sitting in the kitchen, enjoying a couple's fancy hot chocolate, the maid thought of a vicious idea. She slowly made her way into the room where she kept the dolls. She thought for a moment about how sad the old woman was when she broke the doll. The maid picked up the doll and said she must really love these dolls, and threw the doll onto the ground. It shattered, and the maid smiled. She loved the feeling of breaking the dolls. Something about the shattering sound pleased her. She threw more and more dolls to the floor. She was still in her doll-killing rage when the old couple had come through the door. The old woman ran to her broken dolls. She looked up at the maid with a blissful expression and asked, "What are you doing?" The husband, seeing his wife so upset, immediately told the maid that she was fired. The maid collected her things and left in an even worse mood before. She was so angry later that night she snuck back into the old couple's house. Knowing that they would be asleep, she crept into the kitchen and found the largest knife that she could and made her way to the bedroom. The next morning, the maid returned to the house, acted like an innocent bystander, and told the police that she had worked for the couple. She played the sorry victim that had lost good friends. She had told the police that the old couple were loving and nice, caring people. She had no idea why anyone would want to kill them. At this point, she slowly walked into the house, saying that she wished to make sure that no one had hurt the old woman's precious doll collection. When she got to the talking doll, she picked it up and pulled the cord. "Hello?" it said. She pulled the cord again and said, "Why did you kill my mama?" The maid looked horrified. "What did you just say?" "Why did you kill my mama?" said the doll. Maid looked shocked, or stared at the doll, shocked. She kept pulling the cord. "Why did you kill my mama? She was a nice mama. I loved her very much. Why did you kill my mama?" The doll maid stared at the doll. She could not believe what was happening. "You killed my mama!" the doll screamed. The maid threw it to the ground and ran from the house. The next morning, the maid was found dead in her bed. In her arms was a talking doll. When investigators pulled the cord, the doll kept repeating, "She killed my mama. She killed my mama. She killed my mama." How'd you guys like that story? Hey, Shotgirl 2114, how's it going? Good to see you. Bridget Cooler's in the house. Awesome. We have Redman Paranormal. Awesome. Will be 45 likes. I like the sound of that. Egyptian Gamer Geek is in the house. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Texas Live Julie, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Well, I have... Oh, okay, you only got YouTube Messenger. Gotcha. So the haunted doll killed the maid for killing the old couple. It's kind of a sad story, but kind of creepy at the same time. Oh my god, seriously, right? I'm never touching a doll ever again either. I don't like dolls. Be the first person to tell you that. I hate dolls. They're like my nemesis on Paranormal Investigations because they just are so creepy. Yeah, stay away from talking dolls. I think that's really good advice. Yeah. Best to stay away from haunted dolls. Yeah, Cynthia Downs, not so much. Hold on. I am going to mute this conversation on Facebook because it's blowing up my phone. And just temporarily notifications. Nope, and nope. Just if they mention my name. How do I... Yeah, so hopefully that won't bug my phone as much as it was just doing. Which dolls do you like? I don't really like any dolls, to be honest. Oh, I know I'm going to hate the Clown Hotel. That place makes me nervous. Oh, that place gives me the creeps. No, I never got my crystals. I don't know what happened to them. They got lost somewhere in the mail. I gotta contact the USPS again. But I ordered like $60 worth of crystals. They should have been here by now. A long time ago, actually. By the beginning of the year, they should have been here. But hopefully I'll get them soon. I'll contact USPS tomorrow, see what's going on. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of him. LOL, my Monday got the next 5 off. Nice, Native Grammy. That's sweet. Have you ever tried checking out the Lizzie Borden house? That is on the other side of the country, so I have not been to that side of the coast yet. Actually, that's not true. I used to live in North Carolina, but I never went up to Massachusetts. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to mute this for a little bit because I need to not get spammed with a shite load of messages, because it's like one of those Facebook chats where everybody's going off at the same time. Love that, but not when I'm live streaming because it's hard to see. So just put them on a temporary mute. Contact the seller too. Yeah, so I've contacted the seller recently. She said she doesn't know what happened either. She was trying to get a hold of him. So I'm going to have to find out what's going on with that. But yeah, I'll get them soon. I think they tried to make a delivery, but I wasn't here at the time. And nobody warned me what time they were actually going to be here. So, is what it is. Let's see. Yeah, I remember when you ordered them, yeah. Okay, no problem, Bridget. Okay, let's get to the next story here, guys. So this one's called Tell Me the Way, right? Yep, Tell Me the Way. One dark night, a 15-year-old girl named Linda was walking home from her friend's house. She turned down a narrow street to take a shortcut and was startled by the sight of an old man standing in her path. When she stopped, the old man turned to her and said, "Tell me the way." That wasn't scary enough. Tell me. I'm trying to do like a compelling, like scary voice. Tell me the way. His face was disgusting. It was covered in scars and boils. His hair was stringy and unkempt. So maybe, tell me the way. Yeah, there we go. His face was disgusting and covered in scars and boils, his hair stringy and unkempt, and his eyes were bulging horribly, almost popping out of their sockets. Linda was terrified. She was alone in the dark and narrow alleyway with the strange and disturbing person. Her heart began to pound, and it only took her a few seconds to catch her breath. Tell me the way, the old man demanded. Okay, where are you going? Linda said nervously. When the old man told her the address he was searching for, a chill ran down her spine. It was her house. I don't know where that is, she replied curtly as she pushed the old man and ran down the alleyway. Glancing back, she could see him standing in the alleyway watching her flee. Linda was so freaked out by the incident she didn't stop running home until she got back to her house. Catching a sigh of relief, she took out her keys and looked up down the street to make sure the old man hadn't followed her. It was empty. She turned the key and unlocked the door and pushed it open. And from the darkness of her house, she heard a voice say, tell me the way. I don't know. If that happened to me, I'd be pretty freaking scared. Hey, Lee and Ladybug, what's going on? Thank you so much. Awesome. Oh, okay. Gotta find your eye drops. Cool. How'd you guys like that story? Was that good? Let me know if you like that story. Hey, Belinda Ostrom. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you're enjoying this. Oh, no. Yeah, seriously. That's pretty awful and creepy. Hey, Belinda. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Lynn Wright. It's good to see you. Yes, you're catching a live stream. Awesome. Sweet. So many awesome people. Much love, you guys. Hey, Susie's channel's in the house. Hey, thank you so much for dropping by, Susie's channel. Much love and light. Let's see here. How many likes do we got right now? We have 47 likes. Wow. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far, y'all. Thank you so much for coming by. Much love and light to everybody here. So many great channels. So right now we are at we're already at 128 views on this live stream. That would not be possible without you guys. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. We are just a little over an hour into this live stream, so thank you so much. Sweet sauce. Okay, so on to the next story. Hold on. Oh, now there's another chat. Okay, hold on. Sorry, like everybody invites me to these like chat groups and it gets really annoying. So, but I love these people. I just not when I'm live streaming. It just distracts me and my ADD goes out of control. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Yes, you missed the twerking. Thank God. Excuse me. Let me go get some water real quick. Cool. These aren't super ice cold, so not super warm either. That's perfect. All right. Guys, how are you liking the new chat box where it's like in the blocks going up? Do you like that better or do you like it with just the freestanding letters? Let me know in the comment section. If you like just the blocks going up like that on the left-hand side, put a 1 in the chat. If you like the freestanding ones where it doesn't have the blocks, put a 2 in the chat. And I'll change it for the next live stream. I was just trying out something new and... Oh, nice. You got your new glasses. Awesome. Nice. 48 likes. That's what I like to hear. All right. 1. Okay. Sweet. You guys like the blocks going up like that? It fits really good, I think. 1 and 2? Okay. 100? 100 what? Goofball. Oh, dang, I didn't even see it. Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fam sent $10 Australian. Thank you so much, Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fam. I really appreciate it. Much love and light. 1 looks great. Okay, awesome. I think it looks good too. I think it's professional, and I think it works good going up and then disappearing after 10 seconds. Don't hide yourself in the bottle. I'm not drinking alcohol, Jesus. Okay, I'm hiding the water bottle. There you go. Oh, sorry, was the water bottle like blocking the image? Oh, I'm sorry. I know, thank you so much, Kim Fitzgerald. Kim, you are awesome. Oh, I didn't, Bridget, this whole time I did not know you were from Australia. That's awesome. Love my Aussie fam. You guys rock. Alright, let's see here. Alright, let's go back to the scattered stories. Alright. Excuse me. Oof. Oof. Okay, so this one's called The White Phone. It's a little long, so just bear with me. Aussies rock. Hold on. I need to read the chat real quick. Some things were said. One more story and I'm going to bed. Okay. Awesome. Meatballs. Okay. Let's get the scary stories rolling, eh? Alright. This one's called The White Phone. There was a father and mother who lived with their teenage daughter in an old house in a large city in Japan. The house was from the Showa era and was a cultural property protected by the government. The house was probably built in the 1820s or 1830s. When the house was when the family moved into the house, there was a white phone in the hallway. One day, the phone started to ring. When the father answered it, there was no sound on the other end, just silence. The phone began to ring constantly, all hours of the night and day. Whenever they answered it, there was nobody on the other line, just an eerie silence. Time passed and the annoying phone calls continued, and the family was very disturbed. Dozens of times they were awoken in the middle of the night to the ringing every time they answered it, and every time they were greeted by an uneasy silence. One night the phone rang. The father picked it up, and picked up the receiver and left it on the floor. He was about to go to bed when he heard something. It sounded like a faint whispering, but it was coming from the phone. The father picked it up and put it to his ear, but the whispering immediately stopped, and all he could hear was silence. This went on for days. Whenever somebody answered the phone, they would only hear silence, but if they put the headset on the ground, they could hear the voice whispering. If they picked up the headset, the whispering would stop. The family was at their wits' end. They tried everything they could think of, changing their phone number, but the calls kept coming. They made a complaint with the telephone company, but there was nothing that could be done. They even contacted the police to no avail. No matter how hard they tried, the white phone kept ringing day and night. Eventually, the father began to suspect that something supernatural was going on. He paid a shaman to come and bless the house, but it did no good. He asked a priest to perform an exorcism on the house, and the phone calls continued. It was driving the family out of their minds. Eventually, they decided to sell the house, even though the housing market was down and they would receive less than they would pay for it in the first place. They just wanted to get rid of it and move out. However, on the day they decided to move the house, the white phone stopped ringing. There was no more phone calls. The parents couldn't decide what to do. Although the phone calls had stopped, they had no guarantee that it would start up again at some later date. After thinking it over for a few days, they came to the conclusion that they would go ahead with the sale of the house. The next morning, the daughter was found dead in her bedroom. She was hanging she was hanging by the neck from a rope that she had used to take her own life. Lying on the ground beneath were the remains of her cell phone. It had been smashed to pieces. Clenched in her cold, dead hand was a scrawling note. It simply read, "I'm sorry. It was me making all the phone calls." Her parents were horrified and distraught, and the tragedy was almost too much for them to bear. For days they cried and cried, unable to explain why their daughter had committed suicide. They canceled the sale of the house and took it off the market. The grieving parents kept the daughter's room just as it had been on the night she took her life. They didn't want to touch anything. It was a shrine to her. A few months later, just as the couple were recovering from the tragedy, the phone began to ring again. It was exactly the same before. Whenever they picked up the headset, they could just hear silence. But they placed the headset on the floor, and they could hear a faint whispering at the end of the line. The parents were shocked and confused. They couldn't understand what was going on. It was extremely unsettling, and they thought their daughter had been trying to make the phone calls, but now their daughter was dead. Who could be calling them? Was this some kind of sick joke? Was someone aware that what had happened to them and was putting a cruel trick on them, playing a cruel trick on them? The father was determined to get to the bottom of the mystery. He bought out a tape recorder. That night, on the white phone rang as usual. He got out of bed, raced downstairs to answer it. He put the headset on the floor and placed the tape recorder back to it, and then he went back to bed. The next morning, he couldn't wait to check the tape recorder, but when he pressed play, he got such a shock, he almost fainted. On the recording, he heard his daughter's voice. She was whispering over and over again, "Help me, help me, help me." They say the father was driven insane. The parents sold the house and moved away. The house was rented by the new owner, but anybody who lived in there never stayed for long. They were plagued night and day by calls from the white phone. That scared the shit out of me. There was somebody driving next door. It sounded kind of creepy. Years later, during the renovations, the floorboards were torn up and the workmen found something strange. Underneath the floor, directly beneath the phone, they discovered a woman's skull with a white, stringy white hair attached to it. Nobody knew who the skull belonged to, and the rest of the skeleton was never found. All work had stopped on the house and it was abandoned. To this day, it is a cultural property. The government does not even allow anyone to live there or tear it down to build on site. They say the place has never been removed from the map. Ooh. That's based off of a true story, guys. Hey, thank you so much, City Girl Country Heart. I really appreciate you tweeting that out. Holy smokes, man. That was one hell of a story, guys. Black Eyed Shorty, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for coming by. Golly, that place would freak me out. I don't know about you. Guys, did you see anything on the meter? Has the meter been reacting at all to these stories? Yeah, Kim, it's pretty scary. That story was good. All the Japanese stories are creepy and crazy. That one was a doozy. Yeah, that one was a creepy one. Huh? Yeah, that was a good one. Hey, thank you so much, Monty P. Hey, we got Jenny Merseth in the house. How's it going? Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Lots of places over there that are really haunted. Yeah, there's a lot of dark past behind Japan. Okay. This one's called The Room. Hey, Alicia Pear's Rock Fam's in the house. Good to see you. Alright, guys, this one's called The Room. It's a short story. I don't think it's true, though. One night, I had a very strange dream. I found myself in the room with bare white walls. It felt like a sterile hospital room. There was no furniture, no mattress, mirror, or even a sink. There was no door either, just a window, and when I opened it, I realized it was a tall skyscraper. I was so high up I could barely see the ground below. This gets one of my fears. I hate heights. As far as I could remember, I had spent my entire life in that room. I did not know anything else. Every day, I would go through the same exact routine. I would wake up, get out of bed, pace around the room, stare at the wall day after day. It was always the same. Then one day, I got the strangest feeling that something wasn't right. Something was different. I noticed a tiny crack in the wall, having been in the room for years. I knew every single inch of it, and even the smallest change was incredibly jarring. I knew that the crack hadn't been there before. It made me feel very uneasy, but there was nothing I could do about it. Then, a week later, I noticed an even bigger change. All of a sudden, there was a slightly discolored patch on the ceiling, and again, it freaked me out a bit, but what could I do? Then things started to change again. Each time, the change would be slightly bigger than the last. They were becoming more frequent. Each time it happened, I became more and more convinced that something was outside of that room, encroaching on me and trying to get in. But I began to recall vague and fleeting memories of time before I was in that room. Then one day I woke up and saw the biggest change of all. Lying on the ground was a folded piece of paper. Cautiously, I picked it up and reopened it. There was handwriting on one side. It was a note from somebody claiming to be my sister. She said that I had been stuck in the room and the only way to escape was to kill myself. I had no idea what to do at that point. The room was all I knew. I was scared and I just tried to ignore everything and go back to my boring daily routine. At least that way I knew I was safe. How could I even trust a note from somebody claiming to be a family member I couldn't even remember? I spent the next few days thinking and pondering what should I do about it. There had to be something more outside of this room. Eventually, I reached a decision and opened the window and looked out. Then I jumped and fell to my death. That's when I woke up. Ever since then, I go about my daily life. I can't shake the feeling that life is merely an illusion in a reality, and I'm stuck, pacing back and forth in a bare white room. Hey, Kevin the Fam is in the house. Hey, guys, how'd you like that one? That one kind of, brought my worst fear of, heights of being up in a skyscraper and in a mental asylum. It just didn't sound good. Thank you guys so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Ooh, Bridget Cooler. That's scary as hell. Yikes. How you doing, brother Kevin? It's good to see you. Thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it. Yeah, that was a good one. I have thought about doing it. Doing what, Kim Fitzgerald? Okay, no problem, Redman Paranormal. It's probably all that water drinking, huh? Must have lost the context here. What were you planning on doing, Kim Fitzgerald? Oh my god. My neighbor was murdered in November. Wow. Oh, Kim Fitzgerald, you should. Hey, we have Lori Johnson in the house. It's good to see you. Oh, you got home from the hospital. I'm so glad to hear about that. Are you doing all right, Lori? Sorry, I had just seen that. I'm doing really well, Kevin the Fam. Just got off work at 10 p.m., so 2.5 hours ago. And water drinking can be dangerous. Yes, it can. Especially when you have a tiny bladder. But yeah, now I lost my train of thought. I'm doing good, Kevin. I just got off work 2.5 hours ago and came on live stream and been here ever since. So glad to see you, buddy. Hope all is well with you and your family. Hope everything's doing a little bit better. Much love, brother. Yeah, I hope everything's okay, Lori. You doing okay? Been worried about you, actually. I haven't seen you in a few days. Oh, they haven't caught him? That's crazy, Lynn, right? That's crazy. Is there any spirits here still in the house? If you would like to communicate, please let me know by touching this meter. Oh, my camera just... Oh, there we go. Something's affecting the camera. Might have been my hand. What? I'm not even touching the meter. What? Yeah, Lynn, that's really sad. Be back soon. Need a ciggy now. I hear you. But yeah, I hope you and your family are doing better, Kevin. Love you, brother. So list of tonight's donations. I'm gonna go back and rehash this. So we had a $5 donation earlier in the stream, and I'm totally forgetting who it is now. It's one of forgot her name. Now I feel like an asshole. We did have a $5 donation earlier in the stream, and now I can't find it. I'm gonna have to go back and do a shout out a little later. Let's see. Can I access it from here? Might be able to. Labs OBS. Okay. Log in from YouTube. Huh. Sharpshooter. So Sharpshooter had the biggest donation, $100. Thank you, Sharpshooter. That was amazing. Okay, so Christy York, $5 super chat. New fan, can't wait to hear more. So she's a relatively new subscriber, and she donated $5 to the stream. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Sharpshooter had $100 donation, and he really didn't need to do that, but that was just amazing. Yeah, it was Christina York. Yeah, I just found her name on the list of the information. Kim Fitzgerald, I kind of had a little lapse with the not smoking because I was going through a lot of family stuff lately, and yeah, I gotta regrettably admit that I did not make it the full 60 days. So I'm sorry that if that really disappointed anybody. I really valiantly tried to quit smoking. But yeah, I did smoke, so I do apologize. I wanted to make that a public announcement. But I've been under a lot of stress lately, and I just could not go without not smoking through with what I've been dealing with lately with my family and stuff. So, hey, Funko Nerd Shark, thank you so much for dropping by. I really appreciate it. How are you doing tonight? Much love. Thank you. Aw, thank you, James. Yeah, gotta do with what I gotta do, and I'm sorry that I picked up a freaking cigarette again, but I feel really bad about it, but what are you gonna do? Yeah. Yeah, I made it a whole 15 days, so that was... Unfortunately, with all the stress I've been under, it's... Yeah, I really tried, and I will quit again. I will quit forever one day, but right now it's just not in the cards. It's going really good. Other than that, Funko Nerd Shark, I've been just working really hard lately. Trying to get ready for this investigation next weekend. We're going to the Omen House, which was the house right next to where Charles Manson's family murdered those people. So it's going to be a pretty nutsy investigation, and there's tons of paranormal activity there, so it's going to be super gnarly. And I'm talking about Sharon Tate's house, like the house right next to Sharon Tate's house. So it's going to be pretty wild. Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Oh, it's good. I didn't lose any subscribers from the telling you guys I was going to make it to the full 60 days. But I'm going to be clean and honest here. I admitted my faults. I'm not perfect. And it... this might be off character, but could you sing that Hallelujah song? Do you guys want to hear me sing Hallelujah? The only problem with that is it demonetizes the stream, but I'm not going to make much money off of it, and I've already made enough money from the donation, so I really don't care. If you guys want to hear me sing Hallelujah, put it in the chat. Hey, Iran the Paparazzi. How you doing? Thank you so much for dropping by. Are you new to the channel? Do you guys want to hear me sing Hallelujah? Okay. Yeah, I knew you guys would. That didn't last all about 10 seconds before I knew that was... Okay, guys. Acapella? Oh, you don't want to have me play the guitar and sing it? Let me make sure my guitar is hooked up first. I need to make sure my guitar is tuned. I know I don't usually sing on this stream. Somebody requested it. I'm not going to let you guys down. Here, let me make sure it's all tuned up here. Oh, cool. Awesome. Well, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'm Ariane, the Paparazzi. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I do a few live streams a week, and I'm sure you won't be disappointed. Alright, guys, so let me... Alright, guys. Okay, guys, this is going to be Hallelujah by Rufus Wainwright. I've heard there was a secret chord, David had played it and pleased the Lord. Don't you really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, for the fifth, minor fall and major lift, baffled king composing hallelujah, 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 faith was strong and you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, beauty in the moonlight of her through ya. Her beauty in... Sorry. Let me restart that. I got sidetracked by the chat. Your faith was strong and you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, beauty in the moonlight of her through ya. She tied you to the kitchen chair, broke your throne, she cut your hair. From my lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Maybe I've been here before, know this room I walked before. Used to live alone here before I knew ya. I've used to seeing your flag on the marble arch. Love is not a victory march, it's a cold, it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. There was a time when you let me know it's really going on below. You never used to show it to me, do ya? Remember when I moved in you, the holy dove was moving too. Every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. There was a gong and it let me know what's really going on below. Never used to show it to me, do ya? And remember, I'm not the cry you hear at night, not somebody who's seen the light. It's a cold, it's a broken hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry, I was kind of off key a little bit tonight, but I can't find my capo anywhere. Thank you guys so much for the amazing comments. I really appreciate it. I was off key and I messed up a few times, so I do apologize about that. If you guys want to hear another song, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to. I can sing a wide variety of different pitches and different songs. A lot of people request my Elvis just for that one song. But yeah, if you guys want to hear one more, I can definitely do that. But I do want to get back to the stories. Wow, I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Seriously. Oh, thank you, Alicia Parrish. Okay, if you guys want to hear one more song, just put a 1 in the chat. If not, if you want to keep going on the stories, just let me know. Alright. You guys want to hear me do one more? Okay. Wise men say only fools rush in. If I get falling in love with you, shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I came falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. If I get falling in love with you, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things were meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too. If I get falling in love with you. Alright guys, that's enough of that song. So I hope you guys, that was Elvis, I Can't Stop Falling in Love with You. I hope you did enjoy that song. I don't care if I lose the monetization. I was only gonna probably make 20 or 30 cents off of this stream, so it doesn't really matter to me. So I'm glad you guys got to enjoy at least a part of that. Singing here, sitting as well. Oh, that's funny. Where is Ghost? I'm not sure. I'm doing scary ghost stories. I will be doing them in just a second. So if you're patient, I will get to those scary stories. Let's see here. Singing here, 51 thumbs up. You guys rock. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's kind of a special treat for you guys. I'm glad that you guys... what happened? What did she say? Can you unhide her? I don't think she really said anything, super bad. If somebody could unhide her, that would be cool. She looked like a new person to the channel. I don't think she was... Thank you. I really appreciate that, Lynn, right? Yeah, I've been playing songs and doing that kind of stuff for a while, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun singing it. Thank you, the sharpshooter. Vagicina? I don't know. I hope it's not a troll account. I'm sorry that one of my mods by accidentally hid you. You're unhidden now. If you want to be respectful in the chat, that's all I ask. If you guys could thumbs up this video, that's all I ask. I try to be respectful for everybody and give everybody a chance. If you're going to abuse that, then I'll give you fair warning. And then, do you have PayPal? Me? I hate Super Chat. Yes, I do have a PayPal. Oh, thank you so much, Iran the paparazzi. Yes, I do. Here, let me put it here. Donate. So I'll have Nightbot post it right there. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so there's a link right there. Nightbot just posted it twice. You can click on that and donate to my PayPal. Without giving my age, I wish I was younger. Aww. Oh, no problem, Wilby. I really appreciate that you had a chance to listen to it. Weather's been cutting my connection out really bad. Yeah, we're about to get a massive storm here, too. So, whoop, I think it's been playing a little feedback. I apologize about that. So, yeah, guys, that was truly, truly amazing. Hey, Joey Don Vlog, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming by. Much appreciated. Sorry for anybody that missed me playing the guitar. Yes, Kate, absolutely. I saw you on the Haunted Explorers chat. You're really cool. I really like your story. I'm doing good, Joey Don. I'm doing really good. Just enjoying the time here that I get to spend with you guys on Tuesday nights and share some scary ghost stories and have some fun. We have a $5 donation. Wow, that's awesome. So Lynn Wright just sent me $5, so much appreciated. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, Sharpshooter, if you could please put up her channel link in the chat, I would really appreciate it. I do that for anybody who has donated to the stream, and you're welcome to do it yourself, the Sharpshooter, for the amazing $100 donation to my PayPal. Oh, it's your first time here. Awesome. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it, you guys. So we had a newer guy here earlier tonight, and I totally forgot his name. His name was something Shoes, Joe. He was new. He supposedly got recommended from Google to check out my channel. He subscribed. That was really cool. So thank you. I can't remember his name offhand now, but that was super duper cool. You're a wonderful and amazing person. God has blessed you with the... God. No, I've worked really hard on my lyrics over the years. I used to not be able to sing at all. It was actually something I was very, very scared of, was singing publicly. Joey Don Vlog, if you could please not... I'll let that one slide, but please don't put or ask for... self-promotion. That's all I ask, is you guys be respectful. People will check out your channel, and if that goes for everybody, please don't self promote in the streams. I don't want to get my channel flagged for spam and that kind of stuff. I want to keep this this chat clean. I want to keep the stream as clean as possible. Probably already gonna get this stream demonetized just for the fact that I was playing some cover music. I don't know if that is, but it's a very likely chance. But that's okay because I already made money off of. I already made my donation, which did not need to happen, but I appreciate everybody that donated to the stream. Thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. Alright, so we're going to get back to the stories here. Lynn Wright, no problem. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the singing. Yes, we will check out your channel, Joey Don Vlogs. We just don't do a lot of self-promotion. I'm already supported to your channel and probably have been for a while. I try to support everybody here on YouTube. I like the different amount of quality and content of what people like to put out on their YouTube channels. I don't mean it by any offense about the whole non-self-promotion thing, but please just stick around long enough and people will check out your channel. Okay, no problem, Texas Life Julie. I totally get it. It's 1 a.m. here in California, and it is super late. I understand. I'll be going on for just about another hour here on HSFL Paranormal. If you could, if you say it's an Elvis parody, you can get away with the songs. Yeah, I could. Sometimes they flag it, sometimes they don't. It's like if I sing the whole thing, they tend to flag it. So I usually like cut out a lyric or two on purpose just to not get flagged by it. But good night, Julie. Have a good rest of your night. Cheers, my friend. Yes. Kate O'Connor, welcome again. Thank you so much for coming tonight. It's buffering? You might want to just refresh the page. It shouldn't be buffering. Everything says it's running smoothly. Yeah, you might have to refresh. Wonder if that was my hand making that go off. No? Are there any spirits still here with me in the house? If so, can you touch this meter? Let me know if you're here with me. Janet, are you still here? If you're still here with me, blank the meter once for yes. Okay, no buff, okay. Hey, Bama Bell Liz, how's it going? Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. We're at 164 views for the live stream. So awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh, no, we'll be out. It's fine, dude. Trust me. I make 30-something cents. Mad about the knocking? What knocking? Oh no, dude, I don't care about streams like this getting demonetized. It's perfectly fine. I lose maybe 30 cents. The meter is right here. The meter is at the end of my table, not touching anything electronic. Yeah, it's in front of me. The only thing the meter is close to is me. Been pretty quiet with some of these stories and stuff. I don't even really feel that much activity going on tonight. Oh, yeah, that was pretty crazy. I heard about that Monty P. Now that you mention that, that's pretty wild. That would scare me. What? Oh my god. $20 super chat from Native Grammy. I love your streams. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Holy smokes. You really did not have to do that. Wow. That's incredible. That is so nice of you. Wow. $20. Holy smokes. Guys. Wow. It's been like $130 stream tonight. That's crazy. You guys have really made this possible tonight. That is just so nice of you guys. $20 super chat, $100 from James, $5 from the other lady, Kim Fitzgerald Rock Fam with $10 Australian. You guys are so nice. Thank you so much, you guys. That is so nice of you, seriously. Holy smokes. And like a steady 25 people this whole night. That's been so cool. I'll give you guys an update real quick on... We're doing 51 likes right now. Thank you guys so much. It was like 2 a.m. Oh, jeez. Christy York. Sorry, the name... I just haven't seen the name a lot, so I kind of forgot about it. But yeah, Christy York. Okay, thank you. Native Grammy, that was so nice of you. The other lady. Yeah, I forget. Sometimes I have a really bad short-term memory, so sorry, and I apologize about that. So, front and clear. Alright guys, I'm going to take a little 5-minute break before I get back into the stories. I'll take my phone with me so I have it. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to leave the screen running to see if I catch anything on the meter. let's plug this on back in. Okay, yeah. City Girl Country Heart, I will definitely do that. If you could send it to my, if you can message me, you can connect to my Google Hangouts, HSFL Paranormal at gmail.com, and send it that way. I'm gone for the night. It's 3 a.m. Gotta go to bed early. Have a good night, everybody. Alright, Bama Bell, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate your support. Much love and light. Oh my god. Getting crazy emails right now. It's crazy. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the scary stories. We have less than an hour left. Really appreciate you guys. So Christy York, $5 super chat. And then we had Native Grammy with $20 super chat. Love your streams. I really appreciate it. So big shout outs to you guys. And then we had Shoe Nice Official Classic Uploads by Jeff C. Subscribe to the channel. So much appreciation there. And Savage Zero subscribed to the channel, so that's awesome there. Cool. Alright guys, I'm going to go and see right here. Just give me 1 second. Let me get back to the scary stories. Oh, actually, it's this one. Alright, so we're back. So we finished The Room. That story was kind of creepy. Okay, this one's called The River Girl. It's 5 minutes long. Legend has it that there was a 16-year-old girl named Carla who was living in a mental hospital. Carla was a smart, outgoing, pretty girl that nobody could explain what a girl like her was doing in a mental asylum. The only thing the doctors could find wrong with her is she never spoke. Her parents swore that the girl had always been well-behaved and never had problems until the death of her twin sister, Natalia. Natalia's dead body was found floating in the river near their home on July 17th. Nobody could explain what she had been doing there or how she had drowned. It was very mysterious and suspicious. After much investigation, the police ruled it as an accident. But everybody in the town still has questions. For one thing, Natalia's body had been tied up underwater. How did she tie up herself? And how did had she tied herself or somebody else tied her up and murdered her by tossing into the river and causing her to drown? Ever since then, the death of her sister, Carla has been acting very bizarre in an erratic manner. Her parents would wake up in the middle of the night to find Carla's room empty. They would always find her standing next to the headdress at the bank of the river. They would always find her standing in her nightdress at the bank of the river, holding a rope in her hands. She always went to the river at the exact time her sister's body had been found, at 12:43 a.m. Fearing that their strangely silent daughter was planning to harm herself, the parents were worried about her and confined her to a mental hospital. They felt it was for her own good. After Carla had spent 10 long months in the mental hospital, the doctors told her parents that she was free to leave. The parents, they could take her home. However, the parents refused this because they said that the anniversary of Natalia's death was approaching and they feared that the daughter would kill herself. So Carla was confined to the mental hospital indefinitely. On July 17th, Carla's parents were at the hospital visiting her. They watched through a small glass window at the metal door of her cell. Suddenly, Carla started going crazy, running all around the room and bouncing off the walls. The doctors rushed to wrestle her to the ground. She kept screaming over and over again, "Carla, let go! No, please, Carla, let go!" Finally, the doctor is forced to inject the poor girl with sedatives. Her parents were terrified as they watched as she fell uneasily to sleep. It was like she was possessed, said her mother. After discussing it for a while, her parents decided to consult with a priest. A few hours later, the priest had arrived. The parents told her the whole story, how Carla's twin sister had drowned under mysterious circumstances, and how Carla stopped talking immediately after Natalia's death. She had been screaming and shouting uncontrollably. The priest examined Carla briefly and then took the parents into the nearby waiting room and talked to them. You were right, said the priest. Your daughter Carla is indeed possessed. The evil spirit possessing her is none other than her dead sister Natalia. I suspect that she has been possessing her ever since Natalia drowned in the river. Natalia has been trying to kill her ever since then. Carla's parents were shocked. They began to cry. Wait a minute, said the priest. What day is today? He grabbed the newspaper. The day was July 17th, the anniversary of Natalia's death. What time is it? Yelled the priest. He grabbed the clock. It was 12:42. 1 minute before Natalia's body had been discovered. We will just have to wait 1 minute to save your daughter's life, he said. The priest and the parents ran down the corridor and arrived at Carla's cell. The door was standing open and the little padded room was empty. Where's Carla? Screamed the priest. She's taking a bath, the doctor said, who was passing by. The priest and the parents ran to the bathroom and busted down the door, but they were too late. Carla was hanging over the bathtub, a rope wrapped around her neck, tied to a curtain rail. Her eyes were bulged out and her face was purple. Her head was hanging at an odd angle, and there was wet footprints all over the floor. On the wall was written in blood the words, "You killed me, and now you will die with me." They say that Carl's parents never recovered from the unimaginable sorrow losing their two daughters. Even now, 10 years later, every night before bed, the parents still stop outside of their daughter's empty bedroom and say, "Good night, Carla. Good night, Natalia." Every night at 12:43, two ghostly girls can be seen walking hand in hand down the river. Ooh, what did you think of that story, guys? Hey, Tara Eckley, what's going on? Hey, I believe in ghosts. What is going on, Michael? Good to see you. That was a pretty good story. Kind of sad, but it's good. Hey, Dark Paranormal Hunter. Yeah, it was a good one. Tara Eckley. Doctor just changed my meds. It's been taking a while to adjust. Okay, no problem. I'm so glad that you can make it too, Tara. Thank you so much for coming by. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. We have 21 people watching. We have about 40 minutes left of the live stream. Oh, you've been here. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. This one is called Future Husband. For years, a mysterious fortune-telling game has been very popular with girls in Japan. They call it Future Husband or Future Spouse. According to the legend, if you play the game, you'll find out who you marry. They say the game must be played with all the lights off, besides a window in the moonlight. If you place a razor blade in your mouth at midnight and look into the basin filled with water, you can see the face of your future husband or wife reflected in the water. Warning, do not play this game. It is dangerous. You could cut your mouth and end up looking like the slit-mouthed woman. One high school girl had heard about the fortune-telling game and decided to try it out immediately. The girl had never had a boyfriend, and she was worried that she'll never fall in love. Her worst nightmare was that she would never get married, and her love-struck curiosity made her desperate to find out who her future husband was. She took one of her father's razor blades from her parents' bedroom cabinet. She took the basin and filled the kitchen cupboard. She took a basin from the kitchen cupboard and filled it with water. Finally, she turned off the lights and opened up the curtains and waited until the clock struck midnight. Carefully placing the razor blades in her mouth, she curiously peered into the basement. In the water, she saw a man's face staring back at her. She was so surprised she let an involuntary scream. At the same time, the razor blades slipped out of her mouth and fell into the basin. The water became stained with a red blood color. The girl recoiled in fright and began trembling. A few minutes later, when she looked in the basement, the water was crystal clear, and the razor was sitting in the bottom. The girl was confused. Was it just an illusion? Had her eyes been playing tricks on her? Had she really seen a face, or was it the moon's reflection in the water? The girl decided to forget about it and went to bed. 10 years went by, and the girl grew into an adult. She left school, attended a university, and found a job. She also began to date a very nice man. It was her first boyfriend, and he was very gentle and receptive to her wishes. He was a friendly personality, and he was always witty and funny. In fact, he made a lot of money, and the fact that he made a lot of money certainly didn't hurt. However, there was one thing about him that was very strange. He always kept his face hidden behind a large surgical mask. It was not unusual for people to wear masks to prevent catching colds. Indeed, when he first met, the man explained that he had a cold and did not want her to catch it. At this time, she accepted the explanation, but months passed. He continued to wear the mask and never took it off. Every time they met or went on a date, the man would be wearing a mask. If she ever asked him to remove it, he would angrily refuse. Despite the strange situation with the mask, the girl came to love the man even more and more. Finally, the day came where he asked her to marry her. The girl began to think, how can I marry somebody if you've never seen their face? There aren't supposed to be any secrets between a husband and their wife. What could he be hiding from her? She was confident that her feelings for him would not change, no matter what he looked like under the mask. One night, the girl took him aside and told him that she would only marry him if he trusted her enough to show his face. She asked him to remove the mask. At first, he refused, but when the girl insisted, he eventually gave in. He turned his back and slowly unhooked the mask from his ears. He suddenly spun around, and the girl gasped in horror. His face was horribly disfigured by a giant scar that ran down from his eye, down to his cheek, and across his mouth and down his chin. The wound was so deep that it looked like it had been gouged out with a sharp knife. It looked so painful to look at. "What's wrong with your face?" she asked timidly. "What happened to you?" The man's eyes narrowed in anger before bearing a hateful expression. "You should know," he growled. "You dropped the razor blade." Whew. Hey, Gemma's Journey Grace. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great night so far, or a good morning. Okay, no problem. Take care, Bridget Cooler. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Yes, much love and take care, Bridget. Or much love and light. I hope you have a great rest of your night, Bridget. Take care. Yeah, morning here, just got up. Nice. That's awesome. All right. On to the next story. The leather sofa. All right. What are we at for likes on the stream? We're just a little over 180 views on this live stream, so that's awesome. We're at 54 likes. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Alrighty. So let me get to the next story here. This one's called Listen Up. Listen up. Listen very carefully for what I have to say. I have something very important to tell you. I never really believed in the supernatural, but lately something strange has been happening to me. It has started a few weeks ago. I was standing out in the line at the supermarket, and I noticed a woman on the checkout was staring at me. Her lips were twisted into an eerie smile, and I tried to ignore her and just pay for my groceries, but then this happened. As I was leaving, she said, "Have a nice day." For a moment, I just stood there, completely shocked. I could not believe what just happened. The second time I noticed it, I was walking down the street, and there was a man walking towards me. He looked directly at me, grinning from ear to ear with that eerie smile. As he passed me, he said, "Good morning." I stopped in my tracks and stood there trembling, unable to believe what was going on. Since then, people have spoke to me. I'm beginning to think I'm losing my mind. Even went to the doctor. He told me it wasn't possible. He said it couldn't happen, but yet I know it's happening. You may be wondering why I'm so frightened. You might think I'm overreacting, but there's a problem. I shouldn't be able to hear anything at all. You see, ever since I was born, I was completely deaf. Ooh. Hey, Tamara the Kiwi Still. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Hey, 89 Mattel, what is going on? Yeah, these are some creepy stories. I wandered onto a good page tonight. Alright, thank you, Will B. Thank you so much for coming by. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Much love and light, dude. Thank you so much for coming on and chatting with everybody for as long as you did. Much props to you. Have a good night, man. Alright. This story is called Help Me. On a cold and dark December night, the teenage girl named Kathy was babysitting two children. There was a 7-year-old boy named Taylor and a 6-year-old girl named Selena. The parents had gone to the movies for the night, leaving Kathy in charge. At 9 o'clock, the phone rang. Kathy answered it and heard an anguished voice said, "Help me. For heaven's sake, help me." Confused, Kathy had hung up the phone and decided it must have been a prank call. 30 minutes later, the phone rang again. The same voice screamed, "Help me! Please, somebody help me!" This time, she was beginning to get frightened. The children asked who was calling her. She said not to worry, everything was fine. 30 minutes had passed and she received another call. The voice sounded more scared and desperate. "Help me, for heaven's sake, won't you help me?" The phone went dead. Seconds later, a knock at the door. The babysitter clenched her children tightly. She was almost as scared as they were. Urgent knocking continued. As she knew it wasn't the children's parents, but they weren't. She wasn't sure if it was the children's parents, but they weren't due home for at least another hour. You could hear a voice coming from outside. It was a man's voice repeating over and over, "Help me, help me." She did not know what to do. I'll have to let him in, she said. He needs help. Later that night, when the parents arrived, the house was eerie silent. All the lights were off. When they searched the home, they entered the living room and stumbled upon a horrible scene. Kathy and both of the children had been murdered. Their arms and legs had been chopped off. On the wall, written in blood, were the words, "For heaven's sake, help me before I kill again. I can't control myself anymore." I hope you enjoyed that one. I tried so hard to maintain that voice. That was a creepy story. Woo-wee. How'd you guys like that one? I'm glad these are stories and not real. Some of these are real, but the page I'm reading from tonight are made up stories. That was a good one. Yep. Yeah, it was scary. You like the voice? Nice. Oh. That one hurt my throat a little bit. All right. Let's get a real one. Okay, we'll find something real. Real ghost stories. So this is based off of a real story. This was actually from a Time News article. Or Time Magazine article. Okay. I've always loved ghost stories. Writers like M.R. James, L.P. Hartley, and Joan Atkin, Stephen King, and Joan Hill. But the scariest story I have ever heard were true ghost stories. When I was 8 and 9, there were 8 or 9 of us in a restaurant in Raleigh, North Carolina, where we were telling scary stories. A friend of a friend said, when I was a girl living in Texas, I had a reoccurring dream. In this dream, I was walking down the street of my hometown, and I could see a man walking towards me. Sometimes he was older, sometimes he was younger. He didn't always have the same face, but I always knew he was the same man. He would get closer and closer, and I would know something bad was about to happen. But I would wake up each time before he reached me. I was terrified. One night in my dream, we finally got face to face, and I spoke with him, and I said, "What is your name?" He said, "My name is Sammy." Then I woke up. I was so afraid that I couldn't go back to sleep. I went into my sister's room. I went into my sister's room. "Can I get in bed with you? I had a really bad dream." My sister said, "Was it Sammy?" I said, "What did you say? How do you know about Sammy?" My sister said, "I don't, but you brought him in the room with you." I turned on one of the lights and I saw my sister was asleep. That was supposedly a real story. Yikes. Okay, the next story is called Cabins for Rent. I was camping for the weekend with my 5 friends at a campsite. We were staying sorry. I went camping for the weekend with 5 of my friends at the campsite where we had been staying. I had where they had cabins that you could rent. Each cabin could sleep 6 people. There were 6 cabins altogether, and they were all lined up in a row. The cabin we were sleeping in was the 6th one, and it was at the very end of the row. During the night, I had to pee, and I went to the tent, and I walked into the bathroom in the dark. When I came back, the door of our cabin was open, and I was shocked to see that only one of the beds was occupied. Where were the rest of my friends, I thought, and I reached our luggage. Wait. Sorry. Where are the rest of my friends, I thought, and what happened to all of our luggage? The cabin was empty except for one bed. I went out again to make sure I was in the right cabin, but when I looked at the door, the cabin read number 7. Laughing at my mistake, I went back into cabin 6, and I found all my friends sleeping soundly. I got back into bed quietly, trying not to wake my friends. When I was drifting off to sleep, something struck me. There was only 6 cabins. I leaped out of bed and ran outside. Our cabin was the last one in the row, cabin 7, and whoever had been sleeping in it seemed to have vanished into thin air. So that was that. That was a real story too. Yeah. If I had experienced that, I would have flipped out. Yeah, it's crazy how little lack of paranormal activity has actually been going on in my house. It's kind of strange. Usually it's very active in this time of night. It just started raining. See how bad it's going to get tonight. There's just a passing shower going by our house right now. Nothing too big. But there's a bad storm coming in later tonight. I guess later in the morning. Winter storm warning. Wow. Jeez. Above 7,000 feet of elevation in the Sierra Nevada, heavy snow can be expected with accumulations of over 4 feet and winds close to 100 miles per hour. That's at 7,000 feet of elevation. 4 feet of snow. That's insanity. You're gonna have nightmares. Oh no, that's not good. No thanks, no cabins. Yeah, that one's crazy. Where are you at, country girl? Yes, 4 feet of snow in the mountains. That's crazy. 4 feet, that's 48 inches of snow in 24 hours. That's a lot of snow. Yeah. That's cray-cray. $55 likes. Heck yeah. I'll take it. I'll take 4 feet of snow. I wouldn't want to shovel that. Let's just put it that way. It just started raining pretty good outside. I don't. Oh, you're in South Carolina. Supposedly, I was looking at the weather forecasting. Supposedly, there is a snowstorm headed for North and South Carolina in like 16 days. I was looking at the long range forecasting, and there was a pretty big snowstorm that was going to hit anywhere from Louisiana all the way to North Carolina. Hey, thank you for whoever just subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Wonder if it'll tell me who just did that. That's super cool. That or it was just YouTube giving me back a subscriber. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Andrew Hundo. Hey, thank you so much, Andrew. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the subscription. I hope you're enjoying the stream, and I hope you're enjoying the channel. Please feel free to check out the other people here in the chat. A lot of great channels chatting in the background here. But that was super cool. At least I know that the notifications are working. It'll bring rain when it gets here. No luck for snow. It said it was going to snow all the way down to southern Texas. But, I mean, it's 16 days away, so I guess anything could change. Sweet sauce. Alright, so back to the stories. We have about 20 minutes left of the live stream. This one is called The Front Porch. The Front Porch is actually a scary ghost story from Australia. So I hope you guys enjoy those Australian fams. Yeah, possibly all the way down into South Texas is what they said. Looks like we're going to get a few times in the next week. Nice. Is it supposed to hit South Dakota? South Dakota, I think, is guaranteed snow any time of the year. During the winter time, I mean. Dang, where I live. Oh, yeah, Australia is having a heat wave. I bet. Did I yawn? I thought I drank enough coffee to not do that tonight. Oh, well. Sorry. Alright. So this story comes from Australia. A friend of mine named Max told me a story about a frightening experience his mother had years ago. It makes my blood run cold every time I think about it. They had lived in an isolated house on a property in Australia. It had once been a farm, and their nearest neighbors lived a few miles away. One night, the mother couldn't sleep. She got out of bed and went into the living room. When she switched on the TV and curled up on the couch, hoping that it would help her fall asleep. There were no lights in the house, just the glow from the TV. All of a sudden, in the corner of her eye, she saw something move quickly across the front porch. She got up to turn the light and looked out through the windows, and she couldn't see anything. She left the light on and sat down on the couch and continued to watch TV. A couple of minutes later, she saw it again. This time she didn't get up. She stayed in the seat and stared out the window. When she looked at the steps that led to the front porch, she saw a blackened shape peer back at her. It was like a man's head and shoulders, but it had been charred and burned. The shape was just sitting at the bottom step staring at her. She couldn't see the rest of it, just the upper torso. When she realized that if it was a person, she should be able to see the rest of the body, but because the steps weren't that big. Then as soon as it had appeared, it was gone. Shaken by what she had seen and doubting her own eyes, she got up and went back to bed. When she woke up the next morning, she told her husband what she had witnessed. As he listened, he went very quiet and his face turned pale. When she asked him what was wrong, he told her that a couple of years before they moved into the house, it was owned by a farmer. The man was driving his tractor out on some scrub land surrounding the house when it had overturned. The traffic had rolled over on the man and crushed him beneath it. The man's body was cut in half, and then the tractor burst into flames. By the time anybody realized what had happened, the body had been burnt to a crisp. That is what she had seen, the upper torso, and why it was burned. And the man had been chopped in half and burned alive. Only only half of him was standing at the step as he was using his arms to run up and down the front porch that night. They moved not that long after they saw that. I would have too. I think I would have been pretty far out of there. Oh, you moved. I love going to Florida. Oh, okay. Yeah, Florida's cool. I'm in South Carolina. Oh, South Carolina. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of mud. I lived in North Carolina. I lived in Wilmington for a while. Okay, you're 30 miles north of Nashville. Okay. I don't live in North Carolina anymore, though. It's 30 degrees there. Yeah, I'm sure. I know North Carolina's about to have a massive cold snap. Because I was looking at where I was living in Wilmington, and I saw like a low temperature of like 16 degrees. I was like, ooh, I don't miss that. It's cold for the beach. I moved to the beach so I wouldn't have to deal with the cold, but it follows you there in North Carolina. It's totally different from the West Coast where I live now. But yep, so that was a pretty creepy story. If I had seen that, I probably would have ran. Alright, let's see here. I got time for about one more story. I think I've read this one, but this one's a good one. This is 4 minutes long. It's a really creepy story. When I was a little girl, my father's job meant that our family had to move around a lot. I don't remember most of it, but I don't remember most of the small towns that we had lived in since we were only there for a few weeks. But one of the small towns burned into my memory forever. My parents rented an old dilapidated house for a few months. The house was in a bad state of repair, and only one bathroom had running water. Unfortunately, the bathroom was on the top floor of the house, right next to the attic. I always hated that bathroom. It gave me the creeps. And there was a little door in the wall of the bathroom that gave me access to the attic. The room was always freezing cold, even though it was the middle of summer. One night, I was taking a bath before bedtime. I had happened to glance up at the little door in the wall of the bathroom. Little door of the bathroom, and the door had always been locked and there was no key. So we had never gone into the attic. Curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to investigate. I stepped out of the bath and looked through the keyhole. I couldn't find anything. It was pitch black inside the attic. I put my ear to it and listened. There was a faint scratching sound. When I put my eye to it again, I saw something moving in the darkness. I jumped back, surprised, and at the next moment, the sharp end of a screwdriver poked through the keyhole, thrusting it back and forth through thin air like if it was in a frenzy. Then it disappeared into the keyhole. It almost poked my eye out. I screamed in horror, ran out of the bathroom. Stark naked and dripping wet, I walked through the downstairs. I cried out for my parents. Mom, Dad, quick, there's somebody in the attic. My parents called me down, told me, and I told them what happened. They didn't believe me. But just to be sure, my dad agreed to check out the attic. He grabbed the hammer and a flashlight and bounced up the stairs, followed closely by my mother. The little door in the bathroom was locked, and there was no key. My father pried the door off of its hinges with a hammer. He shone his flashlight into the attic, and it was completely empty. My parents dismissed it as a childish imagination, and a few weeks later we left the house and moved to a different town. Still, I can never forget the horrifying incident that had happened in the old house. And it was a long time before I could feel safe again taking a bath. Years later, I searched that area. Searched the area. Years later, I went and searched the area and decided to visit the old house I had spent such a brief part of my childhood in. I reconnected with an old friend on Facebook. I had known him as a child and arranged to meet him again. We went for a walk around the town and shared memories of the old place. When we passed by the old house, I told him that I had lived there with my parents for a few months. "Oh yeah, the screwdriver house," he chuckled. My blood ran cold. I had never told anybody about what had happened to me in that bathroom all those years ago. "Why do you call it that?" I stammered. "That's what everybody calls it," he replied casually. "Didn't you hear the stories?" "Not me," I said with a weak voice. My stomach felt like it was in knots. Shortly after it was built, a family moved in, a husband, his wife, and his 4 daughters. He said his wife died, and I guess you could say he kind of went a bit screwy. Nobody knows why, but the man murdered all 4 of his daughters with a screwdriver and stacked their bodies in the attic. So there you go. A little bit of reassurance for you guys. So, John Christie does. It's 28 here, and we have a frost warning. Oh, geez. Wow. Nice. Yeah. Mirrors are creepy. I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty awful. Hey, Roberta, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome back, Panther Paranormal. Hope you're having a great night so far. Yeah, it's a pretty creepy, scary story. Well, guys, I'm about to sign off. I'll chat with you guys for a little bit until the top of the hour, and then I'm going to sign off. Oop. But not a lot of activity on the meter. I guess the ghosts don't want to hang out all that much, which is cool. Hey, Rebecca C is back. How you doing? Good to see you. About to sign off, but I'm so glad that you had a chance to make it. Guys, please smash that like button. Help support the stream. I really appreciate it, guys. That was an awesome story. The stories tonight were really, really good. I got to play some music for you guys. I got to twerk live thanks to James donating $100 to the stream in the very beginning. So that was really, really cool and much appreciated, guys. This stream has been absolutely fantastic with a lot of people helping and supporting one another and supporting the stream. I got a few new subscribers, which is always a positive thing. So we're at 1935. It's a weeknight. The spirits sleep early. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I didn't think spirits slept, but their energy, they made themselves a little bit aware, but I'm surprised that it's not been more active. It's cool. I'll take it. But yeah, it was, oh, there we go. A little bit of feedback on there. So, is that the spirit of Janet? Are you here connecting with me? If so, could you touch that meter for me and let me know it's you? I don't know. That was a little flicker there. So. Oh, I appreciate it, Christy York. So glad that you liked the stream. I'll be back live tomorrow, guys, for the Paranormal Call-In Show, where I let people call in and share their scariest paranormal stories. So that's going to be really, really fun. Yeah, exactly. They start showing up when I start talking about them. That's so funny. Oh, cool. City Girl Country Heart. That's awesome. Super duper cool. 89 Mattel, I am going to be going to the Omen House, not this weekend, but next weekend. And if anybody doesn't know what the Omen House is, it is the house right next door to where Sharon Tate was murdered by the Manson family. That house. Right in Beverly Hills. It's used to be known as 10050 Celio Drive in Los Angeles. And so that's going to be super duper creepy, you guys. That's going to be a really nutty house. There it goes. There's a meter. That place is going to be super wild. Lots of paranormal activity. Lots of bad things happened in that area. 5 people were murdered in the summer of '69 by the Manson family. Tex Watson and the other girls, I don't remember their names. They were evil people, and it was really awful. So it's gonna be really cool, and they actually still have the light pole at that house. There's really nothing original to that house anymore. They actually tore down the old house where the murders happened and rebuilt a ginormous $35 million mansion there. But the light pole where Tex Watson climbed up to disable the power lines for that place, it still exists. So I'll definitely be getting some footage of that. And actually the restaurant where she last ate before the whole party of them, 5 of them were murdered, the restaurant still exists. It's called El Coyote. So we might make a trip there to check that out. So there's going to be some cool stuff. And then next month we're going to be doing the Queen Mary, 100%. So that's going to be pretty cool, guys. Men's, women's, yep. So I'm about to sign off. It's been really, really fun, you guys. I've been alive now for 3 hours. So I do appreciate all of your time. Thank you so much for staying up with me. Much love and light, you guys. And remember to always keep it spooky, my friends. Cheers, and have a good night.